how you doing? Justin here. Today we are checking out a fantastic blues lick by T-Bone Walker. T-Bone Walker was an incredibly influential blues guitar player, so if you're not familiar with him, go and check out some of his records. Chuck Berry stole a whole lot of his licks and his moves from T-Bone, and Chuck Berry went on to influence the Rolling Stones and a lot of other bands of the 60s and 70s, so he really was a big player, and it's really worth checking out his licks. This one's got a couple of his signature moves, so let's get to a close-up, check out how to play it. A little bit slower. Okay, so we're starting here with the first finger on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. We hammer on the 2nd finger into the 6th fret. Then we have first finger playing the 5th fret of the 2nd string and then rolling onto the thinnest string, making sure that you're only getting one note at a time there. We don't want, okay? And then we're finishing that first part of the phrase with little finger on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. Now we've got this real classic move here. First finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string, followed by the moving onto the 3rd string, little finger on the 8th fret, then 3rd finger on the 7th fret, first finger on the 5th fret, and then 2nd finger on the 6th fret. And remember, of course, we're using this note C sharp, so that really sets us onto the A7 chord. It won't sound good over the D7, right? So it's an A blues, but it only works over the A7 chord because of this note, the C sharp. We finish the phrase with first finger in the 5th fret of the 2nd string, then a semitone bend on the 7th fret of the 2nd string, and finishing on the root note, 5th fret on the thinnest string. Okay, this 7th fret semitone bend, bending it to the note G. Okay, that's another classic T-Bone. Real classic little move, that one. So the lick a little all the way through, but a bit slower. Let's talk about the rhythm. Now, the first thing that's really important is it's got a shuffle feel, so based on triplet kind of a feel. Instead of 8th notes like 1 and 2 and, if it's straight it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but with a shuffle rhythm it would be played 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if I'm counting 1 and 2 and, we're playing it with that shuffle rhythm. Okay, the lick starts on beat 4 with a triplet, so we'd have 3, 4 triplet, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more time. 3, 4 triplet, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 triplet, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3. Okay, the picking for this one, we'd start with a down pick, hammer on, up, down, up. Then alternate picking, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Either a down or an up on that last note. Down, hammer, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So there's really cool couple of elements to this that you want to check out. First of all is the framing of that C sharp note, especially moving all of the way from the E, having this E, E flat, D, C, C sharp. That whole little run, it's kind of jazzy, but this was the birth of the blues, remember, you know, this is pretty early on. So it's still got a little bit of jazz influence in there, and it sounds great over that. It's a really, really nice way of accentuating the fact that you're on the A7 there. Really won't sound good on a D, especially all of those leading notes. all of that section is leading toward the C sharp. So make sure you spend a bit of time on that and try and extract it from this lick and use it in other circumstances too. The other thing that's really a very much a T-bone Walker style thing is this 7th fret bend, semitone bend. Instead of going, it's a really, really great little sound, especially. That's just such a classic move of his, and often copied by, you know, loads of different people after him. This was kind of one of his most commonly stolen licks, if you like. So have fun with that one, and I'll see you for plenty more licks very soon. You take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.